Hey Janardana, Hari Om, Namaskar to all of you. For my last video, there have been a lot of comments, and I see comments from Vedavyas Chintalapati, some comment from Peter D. Reader, and we have one from Anuradha Rudra Raju, and Padmini Priyadarshini is requesting Pranam Swami, trying to pick up some pearls of wisdom from your words, wondering from many days that how to teach basic things to my kids regarding Sanatana Dharma. Some more videos on this topic will help us to understand ourselves better, implement, guide the younger generations, your grace. Sanatana Dharma is very vast. Very vast. It's not just Manu. That's what I told in the previous video also. How to define it? It is so vast. Some basic things, all the aspects of Sanatana Dharma is nothing else but love, compassion, care, service and unity among God. Yeah, like Anuradha Rudra Raju saying, yes, there is no unity among Hindus. That's a big drawback. Of course, the government has got reservations and all those things because there is backwardness in some communities. Backwardness means not just money. Even in their thinking process, probably they have to be upgraded to be a good citizen where they can take care of themselves and they can take care of the family and do service to everyone. With this idea, yes, ours is a welfare state, we give free ration, so many things are given by state government, central government. Policies are formed in such a way that it is beneficial to people. From where this comes? From where we give free rations? In fact, somebody is paying for it, taxpayers. But they are broad in their thinking. Okay. Nobody is questioning the government because of the large heart. We all have a large heart. Hindus means large-hearted people who accept things, who see the reality of things. From where did these things come? To look into reality of things, to do service, to be in love, to treat things compassionately, to take care. From where does this come? This comes from something inside, deep-rooted. Over a period of time, probably you have all been conditioned. Yes, everywhere conditioning will be there, though ideally conditioning is not good. Everybody can experiment and find out things. But when it comes to collectivity, if a country is there, Bharata Desham is there, where you have to look at the welfare of everybody, everybody cannot walk in different directions. Everybody should have some common goal and you have to work towards it. Ultimately you have to work. Without working, there is no free lunch, there is no easy life. Life is very unfair, please remember. Don't go and question life. Okay. You just see how fair you can be in your life. Don't expect life to be fair to you. Life will never be fair. Everybody will have problems. On one side, it will look like you have done a lot of work, still you are being penalized. You will start comparing with a neighbor or an opposite house person or your colleague or friend or relative where he has not done any work at all, but still he is able to be much well off in his life. So all these comparisons come, you go down in your morale. This is where Sanatana Dharma comes to help you. When you get depressed, all the practices were aimed towards that, to have a balanced society where people are quite intelligent enough to not only take care of themselves but to take care of the world. Generally, when you are very positive, you spread positive vibes on account of which good aksharas always surround you. The aura around you will be totally saffron. Your thinking will be like that. There are people, big aura analysts, they look at and say your aura is red, your aura is green, your aura is yellow. They will give some colors. We don't know. That's a very vast subject on its own. But the aura around you makes you a very special person. If every person in Bharata Desha becomes a special person, you are the leader of the world and you guide people not to be violent. You guide people to be tolerant. You guide people to understand each other. All these things have roots in Sanatana Dharma. Of course. Nowadays, those days they said when you go out and come, please wash your leg and come inside. Yes, it's a basic hygiene. It's a question of hygiene. There will be a lot of dirt, unnecessary things, so many things may be there, we don't know. Nowadays you say bacteria, virus, there are so many terms that are being called. Okay, today we don't know. Disease just needs. Today it looks like disease just needs a small thing and it enters. So keeping the environment very clean. Keeping the environment clean means not just the physical environment outside, but keeping the environment inside also clean. Sanatana Dharma makes you a very compassionate person. I will tell you something that happened. One person went to the police station because there was a robbery. He had kept certain things somewhere. And somebody was asked to take care of that. Because there were some jewels, gold jewels. Of course, it has a good value, part of it. And it had to be kept there, so he kept there. Okay. Somebody who was taking care of it was tempted. See, when you tempt a person, naturally they fall a prey to it. That's all. He took away the money. They caught hold of him. They caught hold of the jewels. They caught hold of him. They took him to the hospital, police station. In fact, they took him first to the hospital to check whether he's all right. Then they took him to the police station. Then he said, so and so, I had done so many things. Then I was called. I was there. Okay. Yes. What to do? He is there. I know him. I am looking at him. He is trembling. He is already dejected. He feels for it. That he has committed a crime. Police are asking me to give a complaint. My mind is going somewhere. I am thinking about his wife. I am thinking about his children. I am thinking about his parents, because I know all of them. He is the only earning member of the family. This is only coming to my mind. Whatever wrong he has committed, I felt at that particular point of time that it's all right. Probably if he has enough money, he wouldn't have done it. In one way, the society is responsible today for many of the ill acts that are being done. Because we are transgressing from the very concept of dharma, Sanatana Dharma. The problem is nobody knows that. What is it? They don't know. It's just various ways of handling things are told in various scriptures. All the Hindu scriptures speak only on that. So how to Just defined it. Inspector was asking me, please give a complaint, please give a complaint. I was requesting him, sir, I don't want to give a complaint. He said, why? He has stolen your goods. Somehow, sir, when I see him, I am not able to give a complaint. I am not able to call him a robber. Sir, I remember one story I told him. Sir, one very big saint was there, Nagarjuna, in this world near Nagarjuna Sagar. He lived. He used to go and beg in that area. It seems there was a queen who regularly heard his lectures and all. A small queen of the area. She wanted his begging bowl and she made a bowl with a lot of diamonds and gold. Then he said, who will give me food if I take this? She said, no, I want yours. You please take this. She simply thrusted. Nagarjuna did not want to refuse. He was good at heart. Anybody giving any gift, he takes. After all, he doesn't have any materialistic value towards it, but he believes in the aesthetical value and sense with which you had given. So he wants to respect. So he respected the queen's intention by giving things. When robber was coming behind him, he knew it. He went to his place. It was a dilapidated, some structure, old. He just put the bowl there. Then he was there. The robber entered. He was about to take it. Nagarjuna touched him. Hey, keep it there. The robber was stunned because he never expected that Nagarjuna would have seen him. Please keep it there. Immediately it was kept there. What Nagarjuna did here? See the love and compassion of this saint. He simply took that bowl and gave it to him. Now you are not a robber. I have given this to you. You can go and tell anybody. You can tell the queen also. I have handed it over to you. You are no longer a robber. You can do anything you want. These saints, if India has got, like this many saints, whether they are Buddhists, Hindus, Jains, they all belong to the main group of community, Hindu community. Of course, for classification purpose we say they are all, but they all have the basis is the same. You can find same Ramayana, same Mahabharata, everywhere. See, that is because of Sanatana Dharma. This is what I said, the very intention. That came to my mind. I told him this story and I said, I don't want to lodge any complaint. Of course, still the story is going on. It has not ended. So, Vedas very simply they say, Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava. Simply this. Father is mother, Atiti guest. That's all. Atiti Satkaram they will say. Taking care. Yes, there are some procedures, there are some ritualistic things. Somebody was saying, my life is ritualistic. Every day it is. It's not just in religion ritualistic. Every day you are ritualistic. Every day morning what you do? Morning once you get up from the bed, you will wash your teeth, have some cold water, a few glasses. After some time you will have a beverage. Then you take bath and then you go to the office. Or regularly you keep doing the very same thing. Is it not ritualistic? Is it only ritualistic that I keep a havan and I put something and say mantras, only that is ritualistic? That is spiritualistic. This is ritualistic. Day to day what you do is more for the body. This is more for the Atma. There is something very pure, maybe in a worst robber also, maybe in a saint also, maybe in a via media normal people like you and me also. There is something which is very pure, that is Atma. Of course, Buddha said Anatman, the same thing. See, everybody doesn't like the same dish. Okay. So menu will be different for each people. But it is the same, all roads lead to Bhagavan. Different practices. And some practices are more in that particular area only. You can find some practices. They will go to the temple, they will offer some clothes, they will do certain things. The way of puja and worship will differ in that temple. That will be more according to the local practices. You can't go there and say the practices in this temple, in this area is different. Every practice is very unique. All the more people should have faith in Sanatana. When elders say something, you should have faith with it. If you don't have faith, it doesn't work. This Sanatana Dharma is the binding force among the Hindus. In fact, I will say, if Hindus are more peaceful, Hindus are more accommodative among themselves. If Hindus can understand, sympathize, be empathetic with each other, it is very good for the world. It is very good for the world. Hindus can lead. They have got that potential. Because basically first they were nature worshippers. If you are not gratuitous to the nature from where you have emanated, will you be gratuitous? If you are not gratuitous to your own parents, if you are not gratuitous to your own teachers who have brought you up, who have given you knowledge, if you are not gratuitous to the environment, every person was assisting you in your development. So Sanatana Dharma says you respect everybody. Yes, one is called a Brahmin, one is called a Vaishya, one is called a Kshatriya, one is called a Shudra. But all these three work in tandem. They are complementary to each other. Their duties are such. They are complement to each other. See, I have already said that head is the Brahmin, this is the Kshatriya, and the stomach is the Vaishya, and below the hip is the Shudra. Okay. I also told you about the various jobs, what they do. But the head, which is called the Brahmin, is kept at the feet of the Lord. The feet of the Lord is Shudra. You keep the feet. Feet, if you say yes, that is what. When you bow down and you surrender, it means you surrender your ego. You have attained a lot of knowledge. Along with knowledge, what you are supposed to have is a state of egolessness. Knowledge with ego is dangerous because it may start finding fault with others. There are different ways of viewing a subject. A blind man touching an elephant. One fellow says it is trunk. One fellow says leg. One fellow says tail. It looks very entire thing. But all the blind people should join together to see the truth. We are all blind. Everybody is blind. Can all of us join together so that we are able to assimilate and understand the beauty of the cosmos and Bhagavan, for which the classifications in Sanatana Dharma help us to come together, forge it together and do things which are more for the welfare of humanity at large. See, you have seen sometimes floods, famine, or say tsunami, earthquake, volcanic, under the sea, on the land. We see all that. On account of which many people now are affected. Some people, unfortunately, they die. Some of their others will be alive, but they would have lost everything. Then what do you do? Then all of us go there. We contribute. We participate. In fact, this happens with every race in the world. Already the concept that was said in Sanatana Dharma, where you have to come to the rescue of each other, is being practiced across the world, which the basis is the Hindu. The roots, because they are the oldest. Okay. Of course, science says so many years. I don't want to go into it and contest. Scientists have their own reason for saying like that. Similarly, religious people, they also believe. Faith. They have an immense faith in certain things. Based on that faith, emphatically they say, the faith in Sanatana Dharma. Egolessness, service. Yes. When calamity happens, so many things happen, everybody goes, okay. Calamity, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't say calamity should happen, but it gives an opportunity for service. Otherwise, nobody is going to build a house. Are you going to build? Are you going to build a house and give it to the poor? No. When somebody is affected, though the poor is affected, needy is affected at any point of time, we do some small things. When they are affected in a major way, we come to a big rescue of them. We come to their rescue. Who said to you that you must run to the rescue of people who are suffering in your Bharata Desha? Why did you join? I will tell you something else. When COVID happened, many people died suddenly, especially the first wave, second wave. It was very horrible. We don't know. People were living in fear. Any point of time they said they may kick the bucket. Yeah. So they were very scared. They were very scared. Natural. For a normal, common man, life is precious. He knows life is only once. He cannot afford to lose it. He has got responsibilities. He wants to fulfill. And people, many people very young died. Initially, COVID, nobody can do all that funeral and all. They won't give the body because it was infective. At least after 2-3 COVID, we have learned how to defend ourselves and all those things. But initially, nobody knew. So they will simply know with all those gears, a few people, corporation people or whoever it is, government officials, they will put them in a gunny bag and then they will consign it to, not gunny bag, you have a, I don't know what, body bag or whatever. They will just consign it to flames. Body is the temple which houses you. Your prana is here. Your soul is here. Your mind is here. So body becomes the temple. That temple needs to be respected when something happens to it. Every religion had their own practices. Like that, as a Hindu, we have some practices which is there in the Sanatana Dharma. We believe in forefathers. We believe. If you do not believe in your own forefathers, in whom else are you going to believe? Then it's hypocrisy. I don't call you hypocrite. I just say it is hypocrisy because you see, this blood has got your parents' blood there. We say Yandai, Tandai, 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 Tamutapa. Lakshmi Narasimha was there, he was the eldest of forefathers. Mata Narasimha, Pita Narasimha, we say. Mother and father is Narasimha. Yes, we belong to that particular section. Lord is very vast. We adore him as Narasimha, as Bhairava. he prayed. So these bodies were not given proper respect. It has to be packed and said. If body is not respected, we believe that they don't reach the Pitraloka as prayogis. You know what we did? What little we could do. Right from seeing the TV, gathering a lot of information. We did dharma samskara for lakhs of people, where they get a befitting funeral. There is a way. Suppose the body at that particular point of time was not disposed according to Shastras, the way it has to be disposed. Because there is always a way, isn't it? When you cook something, something has to be cooked at, say, 30 degrees, something has to be cooked at 200 degrees. We don't know. Okay. Depending on that, is it not? Like that, every community, they have some practices, they believe in those practices, they have faith in those practices, and they do those practices very religiously. Simply merely doing a practice is not going to give you any relief. The faith should come. In fact, sometimes it looks blind faith, but faith is very deep. So that kind of a respect, of course, we would have loved to give that to every person who passed away at that particular point of time. But there were very big limitations for us. We could do it. We could do a few lakhs. About roughly, I think, 3,96,000 and odd, maybe about 4 lakhs. That was Samskar. From where this comes, even today, other than my parents, I have done Antima Samskaram for 86 people, lighting the pyre. And I continue to do whatever has to be done every year or every occasion, as the case may be in those cases. From where did this come? That's another dharma. It is gracious for somebody, you do it. From where it comes? Because your school belongs to that. Your school is a sacrificial school. Your school is such a school where prayers are offered to Bhagavan in such a way, as said in the school, with all dedication, and prayers are always answered. Faith is total acceptance. If some elder says something, but unfortunately nowadays even elders do not know many things. One is either they were not properly informed by their elders, or probably they did not take much interest. That's why I plead to people, I tell them, suppose you have not done the Shraddham for your father or mother or your grandfather, please send the details to me. I will do it for you. Why I say this? As a prayogi, my master has said you have to do it. It is your job. It's your work. And I was conditioned right from a very younger age to accept the beautiful concept of prayoga in Hinduism so that we can serve the humanity. Serve it in any way. Another person need not know that you are serving. There need not be any publicity for that. That is another. We don't give any publicity. Probably a little bit we may put something, we may say, this is happening, you please come here. So that people will come to know for communication purpose, not for publicity purpose. There is a difference. So where to begin, what to say? In fact, Anuradha was saying, it is not there, this is not there, come our church. Yes, those people may be doing. Anuradha, you should visit. Nowadays we are also doing a lot of things. Probably you have not come across. Understood? Of course, Marwadi community is also a Hindu. They are a part of that system. They also do a lot. Every community does, please. Unity in diversity. We all should join together, and that is very, very important. The divisions among the Hindus cannot be accepted. That's not good. That's not correct. In the long run, it won't be all right. So, learn something here and there. Everywhere some small things will be there. Some lessons are taught. Some lessons are taught. You have to go through various things to find out what, and you should have faith in what is being told. If you do not have faith and do any practice, leave alone this, it won't work. Faith ultimately is the word, and Hindus should unite. At the same time, don't disrespect any other religion, any other philosophy, any other school of thought. Even learn to appreciate everything. But be strong in what you are. You belong to something. You belong to something. See, you belong to the beautiful Bharata Desha. Akandam. Beautiful. We have lost a lot because of disunity. There is no doubt about it. We have to raise above these differences and be of use to us and to humanity at large. Should be there at every point of time. When you are useful to others, tatvidhi pranibadena pariprashtena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattva darshana. Being very ordinary and normal, you can do extraordinary things. Being extraordinary instead and doing something ordinary. Very ordinary you are, you can do extraordinary things. Bhagavan has given you all the power. You have got everything. Trust, belief, faith are different levels. Move from belief to faith, the highest. Unquestionable faith in Bhagavan. He is the doer and he will get everything done. Incidentally, he is giving us an opportunity to be there to offer service. So, pariprashnena sevaya. When somebody comes home, keep on asking what all I can do. So I am Narayana. When a guest has come home, in our sampradaya, we treat him as Swayam Narayana. Atiti Devo Bhava. The way you serve him, when somebody comes home, please have this. Shall I catch your leg? You are feeling tired, please lie down on my bed, take rest and then go. It's very hot outside. Will you have some coffee before going? I can make it and keep it. Shall I switch on the AC for you? From where this comes, this compassion? This all comes from your dharma. And you can find a vast difference between people who really practice this dharma of being loving, caring, being compassionate. Nothing else is there. All the things in this point towards that, may be different roads. That's all. Nothing else. And we must not be a hypocrite. When we enjoy something, there is no need to complain about it. But sometimes people enjoy and complain also, I have seen. The disciple went to the Guru and he said, Guru, every night I am not sleeping. Every night I am not sleeping at all. I don't get any sleep. The problem is, rats play IPL matches in my dream. Guru said, don't worry, you recite Ganapati mantra before going to bed. You just recite. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. You just recite. Ganapati will take care of the rats. Then he said, Master, I have not requested anything from you. I'm going to ask you something. Please grant. You have to grant me this. I have never asked you in my life anything from you. Please grant me this, Master. Master is surprised. What is it he's going to ask? Master, I don't want to say the Ganapati mantra tonight. I will say day after tomorrow. Why day after tomorrow? It's bothering you? Why you can't say it today? Master, tomorrow is finals. You enjoy something and still complain about it. God bless you all. Thank you very much for the opportunity.